I'm going to reference the parent function, the absolute value of x, because it's a nice looking v, and we can see various transformations from it. So first off, if I'm adding a number to the outside, so in this case, the outside of absolute value of x, it's going to shift up. So adding a number to the outside will shift up. And then go in the opposite direction, subtracting a number on the outside of my absolute value here will shift down. So when you see a number on the outside, you should either think shift up or shift down. Now notice how the value now, c, got shifted inside the absolute value. Inside, we're talking about shifting left and right. Now it's a little bit opposite this time around. If you see a minus c, or we'll make that a minus 8, that means I'm shifting to the right, towards the positive numbers. And if you see a plus c, or plus 8, or something like that, that's shifting to the left. So here's a quick reference. If you see a number inside, left, right, outside, up, down. Now, if I were to attach a negative to the outside, here, negative absolute value of x, I'm reflecting across the x. So my x-axis will look like a mirror and it'll reflect my graph down. As you see, my original is the red and the reflection is the blue. What I like to say is, when you're outside, so the negative is outside, what do you usually have? Shadows. So you're casting a shadow here. You're reflecting down onto the ground. Now when that negative goes inside, in this case inside the absolute value, you're reflecting across the y. Now I like to say inside you have mirrors. So this, if you can see from the graph, kind of looks like you're reflecting, it's a mirror reflection. So inside a value such as absolute value, or inside x squared, or inside a square root, you will be reflecting across the y. It looks like a mirror reflection inside. If that number is greater than 1, it's a stretch. If it's less than 1, so think of a fraction, it's a compress. So you can almost imagine a rubber band. If you're stretching a rubber band, it's going to get thinner, it's going to get smaller. And if you're compressing a rubber band, it's going to get fatter. And that's what happens to your graph.